and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. Before we get into our session, I just want to take a quick moment and thank our sponsor for this video, which is Scentbird. Gotten a few people onto Scentbird. I love it so much. It's such an awesome service. Essentially, it is a fragrance monthly subscription service. You get to try out a new, generously sized, they call them samples. I wouldn't call it a travel size, but a generously sized sample of the perfume of your choosing. Perfume, cologne, unisex. There is so many options to choose from. I never have a problem finding something that I love at Scentbird. Personally, these size bottles are my favorite size bottles. I feel like whenever I get a big bottle of perfume, it sits collecting dust in my bathroom. So I like to change it up. I am certainly faithful to certain scents, such as vanillas and warm, spicy smells are certainly my go-to, but I like to play with some fruity smells as well. And some of the ones I got this month are actually fruity, which is interesting because they're actually very fruity. One of the ones that Scentbird sent me is this wild cherry liqueur from Boho Boko. What a cute name. This smells so lovely. It reminds me very much of the Tom Ford cherry. Would really recommend this if you like super fruity, cherry, sweet smells. It has notes of cherry, of course, licorice notes, caramel, sandalwood, and tonka bean. Super delicious. My boyfriend really likes this one. I like it too. Would highly recommend. Another that Scentbird sent me this month is called Twisted Iris. It has notes of French iris, violet, and musks. Personally, this is not one I would typically get for myself. It smells very lovely. It smells like a nice candle or a spa or something, just would make a great like linen spray for me, but not one that I would wear. But I do think it's a lovely smell, just not my go-to. One that I chose for myself was this Dirty Peach from Heretic. I love Heretic perfumes. I love the dirty the dirty perfumes from them. I think I've tried all the ones that Scentbird has had available by now, and it's super yummy, super peachy, very fun and playful. Would have been a really great summer scent actually. It has peach isolate, grandiflorum jasmine, lang lang absolute, strawberry isolate, and black currant bud. Really juicy, peachy smell. Not for everyone. I don't think everyone is a big peach fan, but I like it, and it's fun and playful. I actually had my boyfriend pick one out for himself this month, and he chose very well. We got the Scents of Wood Hinoki in Hinoki. Let me tell you, like, this is such an amazing smell. I absolutely love Hinoki cypress smells. It smells so good on him. I love it. Like, it's just so nice. Notes of white thyme, Hinoki oil, olibanum, I might be mispronouncing that, moss, and cashmerean. I don't know how to say this word. I've never heard it before, but could not recommend this enough. I'd say it's a little more unisex because I sprayed it on myself when I first got it, and I was like, ooh. Like, this one was definitely the top smell out of the ones that I received this month, although I really do like all of them. The fact that you get to experiment with different perfumes and scents with Scentbird is, in my opinion, like one of the best features of the service itself. You don't feel so committed to something. You get to build up a little collection if you're like me. I never find myself using the entire month portion within a month. I have a whole collection. I have ones from probably a year ago that are still kicking around. They're still working really well for me. Fragrances are so expensive. They can cost anywhere from $150 to over $300. So being able to sample these ones and find your new favorites, or just be able to mix it up a bit, is a great feature of this service. And with Scentbird being just $17 a month, just makes it very accessible to experiment, grow your collection. And if you do like buying bigger bottle of it, you get to actually find out you like it before spending the money on it, kind of thing, you know? Scentbird would make a fabulous gift for someone in your life. I know I'm certainly using it as a gift for someone in my life. Make sure you click the link below in my video description or scan the QR code, which I'll put over here, which will take you to the Scentbird website, of course, and you can use my code INNATE for 55% off your first month of Scentbird. So that's only about $8 for your first month. Of course, you can get more than just one. You can get 2 or 3 if you prefer. And have fun, you know, have fun with your new scents. Thank you so very much to Scentbird for partnering with me on this video. And thank you so much, viewers and subscribers. I truly couldn't do this without you. You have my heart. And now let's get into our session. Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. If we've never met before, I go by Luna Nates. My name is Jillian, and I like to create these session videos in an ASMR style. I'm a Reiki master teacher. I study and practice all different forms of healing arts modalities. Ultimately, in my research and practice, I'm always on a quest to remain in the light, remain in the benevolent, and empower myself, or, you know, hopefully empower others, or give some food for thought for empowering others as well. So I'd love to invite you to use this as either a meditation tool, a pre-nap or moving into dream space time for yourself, something that you can journal to or listen to and then maybe journal later, or really any form of focusing on yourself, letting yourself think about this stuff, letting yourself kind of enjoy the ASMR aspects of it and the session and the video. And, I hope that you do enjoy anyway. And yeah, just using this as a tool for self-growth, self-development. I always work in the light, as in the benevolent fields. I never have intentions of encroachment. It's always about your free will, honoring that you know what is right for you. I'm just a friendly face on the internet, doing what I feel called to do. So thank you so much for the opportunity for that. I do have a Patreon if you'd like to support the channel, and I also have Reiki classes available. I used to teach them in person, then one-to-one, then group, online. Now I have them through a teachable format so that people can go at their own pace and access the lessons and classes whenever they like. So that's always available, and there are some discount codes below as well. I'd love to just invite you to please leave a comment, like, subscribe if you enjoy, or if you have any feedback or anything that you'd like to share, anything you'd like me to kind of send a little energy to hold in my heart for you, please leave a comment. I'm happy to do so. Our session today is one that I'm kind of following up with a previous theme. I wanted to create these 2 sessions that I think might be kind of synergetic together. The first was more about value and personal value. This has a theme of unconditional worth. I think a lot of us are very judgmental in ourselves, consciously and unconsciously. I think a lot of us don't feel worthy to receive. I think a lot of us are conditioned in a sense, respectfully saying that, conditioned in a sense for lack or a feeling of guilt or unworthiness in some capacity, or judgment on self, as in, judging your accomplishments or your career or your finances or the success of a relationship or anything at all that is, in a sense, like not true. It has nothing to do with your worthiness for love, abundance, health, your desires, your wishes to come true. We are all worthy. I know I don't love the term worthy. I don't really love the word deserving, as in like, oh, you deserve to be happy, or I deserve to be happy, because it's just so obvious. Like, of course, it feels cheap to even put a word to it to me. I feel like there is no word to fully describe the divinity of you, the connection that you have, the context behind like the huge spiritual experience that you have of like being embodied in this life experience. So I'm using these words. I don't love them so much, but I hope that you can I hope that they resonate with you. I hope that it's a way for us to sort of have this conversation and have this focus. So I want to set an intention. I've lit our candles behind me already. I have ones for our guides, ascended masters, and angels and such, and our own personal connection, us and the divine, us and our higher self, our higher intelligence, higher mind, things like that. I want to set an intention with you on behalf of the highest and greatest good and in perfect comfort and alignment. Is my intention to serve you here today, to serve as a friendly face, as a support, as a source of encouragement, and also as a facilitator of an energy work session by proxy if you're open to that. If not, that's okay, and you can enjoy the video however you see fit. But I wanted to convey my intention of channeling, directing, sending energy to you. Our theme for today, as I said, is unconditional worth. So we want to set intentions of clearing any blockages, any coagulations, any facade, any manipulations related to a feeling of unworthiness, a feeling of guilt, a feeling of not being enough, not doing enough, never having enough, and really open these channels for abundance in all forms to come through to you, whether that is through financially, through love, through experiences, through joy, all benevolent abundance. We want to be able to direct to you to allow ourselves to receive really and acknowledge that this is all around us. There's opportunities for wealth and joy and amazing experiences around us all the time. We're working now with like our magnetism, with our own channels, with our own ability to receive this and not block this through some feeling of unworthiness or feeling less than or less accomplished or comparison or any other thief of joy. We're going to start with some cleansing, some balancing, some empowering, and attuning. Okay? That's going to be the process here. I want to cleanse with this salt. And by the way, please forgive the trafficy sounds outside. I don't enjoy them either. But there's really nothing I can do right now. So we're going to just set our intention to allow any background sounds to relax us. They will relax us. We're in the real world, aren't we? So I'm going to begin over your crown with these Himalayan salt pieces. Just go around focusing on clearing. We're going to clear through all of the chakra points, all of your points of consciousness, to allow this flow to move through you, to energize, align, attune. But first we're focusing on clearing all these points. So again, around the crown, clearing with the salt. Head. We're going to access through the third eye. Clearing your imagination, your intuitive channels, clearing all quote unquote negativity, negative images from your mental movie screen. We're going to focus on the throne, the consciousness, the waking mind. Clearing thoughts of unworthiness, of not being good enough, of not being enough, not doing enough, not being rich enough, not being successful enough. energy. Let's clear it. The things you say to yourself, the thoughts you think. Gonna go down to the heart. Clearing here, regretting your inner child, your protective nature of your inner child. Sometimes we don't even want to want something because we were told we couldn't have it as children, or we felt a burden, or there's some reason. So we stop wanting. Our sense of worthiness goes down. So it's clear around the heart. Gonna go around the solar plexus. Your point of personal strength, personal energy, your will, your actions. Perhaps you have a feeling of needing to be so independent that you don't want any help, you don't need any help. Get away from me, I'll do it myself. I don't need your charity, I don't need this or that. I don't know. Things along the line of that. So it's clear. Going to the sacral. Clearing through your creative center, your emotional center, and your emotions related, and your connections with others, your intimate connections, and your emotions related to these things. It is very painful to feel unworthy. It's some of the most painful feelings I've ever felt. To feel unlovable, to feel undeserving. To feel not good enough, to feel like a failure. So let's clear all of that. And validate, of course, those feelings. Focusing down to the root. Your sense of connection to this earth realm, to your body. Sometimes we feel like we don't deserve our bodies and we treat them poorly. Sometimes we base our worthiness off of our family or things before us in our bloodline. Again, this is probably all mostly unconscious. So I want to clear. I'm going to focus on your receptive palm points. Going all the way up. I want to focus on arms, so through the fingertips, through the palm, up the wrist, the forearm, the elbow, the bicep, upper arm, the shoulder. Pulling into the heart and out the dominant channel. So focusing here on shoulder, upper arm, bicep, elbow, forearm, wrist, palm, and fingertips. And now to do one without focusing on the body parts particularly. In through the receptive channels, into the heart, and out the dominant channels. There's like a message of self-love coming up. So let's do a little self-love exercise real quick. If you're able to, place your hands together like this in a prayer position. If not, you can just just visualize that, or just feel yourself making a loop with your own energy field, and out and in and out and in and out and in, like this through you. I'm just gonna set these down. Alright, so palm to palm, prayer hands, or just use your imagination. And I'm gonna envision myself holding my hands over yours. And just maybe with your breath, focus on out and in, but as if it's moving through you. So, like a circuit, like a radiator or a charger, charging your own energy field here. Charging, receiving, releasing, releasing, giving, receiving, cycling through. All right. You can use these wooden sticks from Deshamsia. I think this might be pine. I kind of disorganized my sticks, so I don't know what is what, but it's definitely not palo. It's a pine of some kind. So we're gonna go through tapping into the crown point, and I'm focusing on channeling through. And we're energizing and also sort of supporting still release and receiving. Gonna tap in the third eye. The throat. The heart. Solar. Sacral. And root. Alright, then we're just gonna move through the center channel within you. Just clearing this channel. to harmonize and balance all of these points. So focusing on the crown, just doing a figure eight to balance, to release any excess, to bring up any energy that is more on the lower side, whatever is right for you, whatever would support, whatever's the best fit for you, whatever you need. I'm gonna focus on the third eye, harmonizing the space, again releasing any excess, soothing any excess, and then raising any energies that are lower that would be benefited to raise, increase. So, channeling through harmony, balance, temperance, whatever you need. Focusing on the throat. Again, tempering this field, this correspondence point of consciousness. The heart. Solar. Sacral. And roots. Okay. I'm going to use a little spray. It does rain from the shamsia. Gonna spray over your head. Just like rain all around you. That's the point. Alright, we're just gonna wash down. Now we have this balanced field within us, or we are this balanced field. Kind of want to wash through the aura now and the subtle bodies. A bit of clearing, a bit of energizing, a bit of releasing, a bit of empowering. And just a word to you that there is nothing to measure your worth on. It truly is unconditional. This is part of why a spiritual connection can be so beneficial. Because it takes us out of the materialistic, it takes us out of the comparing, it takes us out of the pressure we put on ourselves and elevates us to perceive all life as worthy, as divine, as entitled. I really don't love these words. I'm sorry. I need to thesaurus something better. But for the sake of conversation, it is your divine birthright. It is rewarded. Your belief in yourself, your trust in your worth, your knowing that you deserve as much as anyone else, and all that is necessary for that to reach you, that abundance, that love, that joy, those experiences, those wishes fulfilled, those callings of your heart and soul, is only to allow your magnetic pull really want to, forgive me for putting it this way, but like hold you in that worthiness, hold you in that, witness you really is probably a better way to say it, in your divine alignment to receiving all benevolence, abundance, support, encouragement, beautiful connections, beautiful relationships, these wishes in your heart unfolding, the support you need coming in, the resources required coming in, because you're attuned to your magnetism here. You feel in your heart with no resistance your divine nature. Okay. We're gonna use this Jupiter. Feel the expansion of what you've allowed yourself so far. Feel the trust in your divinity. Feel the rewards of just your acknowledgement and connection to that, to your unconditional worth. Feel the world, the sun, the universe smiling at you, upon you. Feel the warmth of your heart. It's not just your physical heart, your eternal heart, your eternal flame. There's nothing you can't ask for. There's nothing you can't create. There's nothing you can't experience. I'm going to call in your magnetic force here and pull it in. Pull it in. Pull it in like the magnetic, or not magnetic perhaps. What's the word? The pull of Jupiter, the gravitational pull of Jupiter, pulling it in. You enjoyed this little session. Thank you so very much for allowing me to share part of your path today, and thank you so much for being such a huge part of my path. From the very bottom of my heart, I bow to the divine in you and I, and to this expansive, divine essence that we are, that we share, that we are all a part of. I wish you the very